What is up, y'all? It is your boy Red back with part 6 of the Sonic Heroes playthrough. So yeah, this is not gonna be going on for too much longer. So y'all bear with me, cause I think this is the point of the game where it's like, bruh, this is the point of the game where I begin to grow like this love-hate relationship. Mind you, I've completed, well, just to put some perspective, I've completed at this point in my playthrough, I've completed Team Dark and Team Rose. Or no, I think I've completed Team Dark and I've like halfway through Team Rose. And then this is like almost the end of the Sonic playthrough. So mind you, at this point I've probably played, well, yeah, I don't even know how many hours, but I've played, I feel like, more than I should with this game. And that's really the main problem. And honestly, that's the underlying issue with this game. At least what I think it is. Now, I mean, I've addressed like the controls and stuff, and yeah, that's like a big reason why. But at the same time, it also just becomes like really tedious and whatnot. And it just, I don't, I don't know. Like, well, I do know because I'm telling y'all, but yeah, this stage isn't actually that bad though. And actually, this stage and the next zone, they're not bad. It's just after you just play so much, it's like you get a little burnt out, which maybe I guess you're supposed to pace yourself, but it's like, bro, I just want to get to the end of the game, like, and y'all making us play this through 3 times, and then the 4th time, well, at least Team Chaotic is gonna be like slightly different because, which we have not played yet at all. So after this playthrough, we'll get into Team Chaotix. But yeah, but this is the second to last part though, because we have this act and then the next one. Well, not act, zone. I kind of, well, I've been saying this whole playthrough. I wish they had like, well, of course they have like the act names, but I wish they had like zone names. Cause I mean, y'all already taking like the idea of like the Sonic 3, Sonic 2 style stages. Honestly, y'all might as well just made like a zone name. But well, yeah. So speaking of like zones and X, this is Hane Castle, and yeah, I don't know. I don't necessarily know like the story or like the lore behind this place, but my head canon is that it's like a deeper part of like Pumpkin Hill or something. I'm not sure. I'm not very sure if like the world is. I'm not very sure if like the world in Heroes is anywhere near where that they were in like Adventure 1 and 2. I actually don't know. But yeah. I guess that's what this place is supposed to be. But other than that, it's like Halloween, Eggman style. Um but we also have like different motifs of like Metal Sonic and stuff. Yeah, very Genesis style actually. Cause it really doesn't yeah, it really doesn't have much in terms of like, oh, this place is based on here and these characters have been here and this happened here. That, nah, that's not really what these stages really end up being. It's just, they're just like cool. They're just like cool stages. And I remember really being fond of this stage actually. Probably more so by the music. But yeah. Oh, and they also have like little. This stage also gets a little bit creative, which, oh my god, yeah. Anyways, this stage gets a little creative. Like right here, they have like these invisible like pathways, and then you got the little orbs that turn gravity upside down. So yeah, so they try to get creative, and then trying to sweet spot that is a little difficult. But yeah, I guess I'll just go into a little rant. So and I keep reiterating this because it's just literally so it's like I like this game. I really, 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 really do. I want to like it more than I do, honestly, because like I said, like in the first couple parts, the game is actually really solid in term. Like the game is actually very solid in terms of like even like level design, visuals, presentation, music, sound effects. Um, I think the overall mechanic of like switching between characters and doing the different things that they do all in like unison, I actually think it works very well because you know it's so snappy. It's basically instant to switch between characters, and you know all their moves are pretty fast. Even like flight characters who are technically slower, even that moves like fast and snappy. So I always thought that the game itself is actually very very solid, and you know it works. And basically, like the foundation of a good game is right. It's all there. It's just it's just like, bruh. Well, one, let's start off with enemies. So it's like the enemies, and this gets worse. The deeper, the further you go in the game, it's like they get more armor. They get more of these like different weapons that have like hitboxes on them like all the time, and then you know you get like the bigger enemies, and then you in the next stage, oh, we get these annoying enemies, and you get those enemies that are like silver, and you can only hit them with knuckles. Like I think one step they went in the wrong direction was the enemies and the health bars. Now I actually don't mind them having health bars for real per se. It's just it's just sometimes it feels like too much. It just feels like too much sometimes. And we gonna definitely see some of that like in the in Egg Fleet and Egg Fortress. And it's real bad with Team Dark. It's real bad with Team Dark. Actually, Team Dark has those moments before Egg Fleet in them. So yeah. But Team Rose, you don't really have that problem. But my thing with Team Rose is it's kind of the opposite of Team Shadow. But dang, I'm going off track. But yeah, so one, the enemies and the hell bars and like all the different types of armor they get. I wish that you know I wish that those moments of the game were just like a little faster. Because at the end of the day, I know like combat and stuff and like shooting and all that type of stuff. I know that's like a small part of like you know the Sonic games or whatever. It's been there since like Adventure 1. Even with like Gamma and like Eggman and Tails. But like right here, like look right here. You see how everything I have to do to even take out these 3 little enemies? 4, I guess you could say. Like stuff like that makes you wish you could just like snap and just like hit them all at once. Or maybe I could. I wouldn't leveled up all the way right there, but still. But it's like even if you leveled up all the way, like I said, certain armor and And especially if they have like certain weapons, they might have like a hitbox on the side of them at like all times. So if you don't hit them like the exact right way, you could still end up getting hit, even if you're like level 3 Sonic. So yeah, and this part of the stage is actually cool. It reminds me of like Unleashed, but before, but no sidestepping. Okay, but yeah, so one, the enemies or whatever, and then two, what is it? Really just this the stage length, and that's something I've been saying throughout the playthrough too. So instead of having like, and I guess for team roles this doesn't really apply. Well, honestly, I was getting into that. Hold on before I lose my thought. So the stage length, and this applies to Sonic, Shadow, and Chaotix for the most part. Really, yeah. Well, no, for the most part, because with Team Sonic, it's actually not that bad until you get to like these later levels. But with like Team Dark and like Chaotix, well, no, even Chaotix a little bit, depending on like what stage. And then even Team Sonic, a lot of stages, but not really, not too many. Like I said, Team Sonic's really not that bad. Um, yeah, but though the when it gets bad, it gets real bad. Like, bruh, Team Dark stages be going on for like, I swear, if it's your first time playing, them stages can go for 15-20 minutes type. It only goes for as long as it does in my playthrough because I've been playing this game for 20 years. Literally, I swear. This is not. This is definitely not um a game that I could recommend to somebody like as their first like Sonic game. Is their first 3D Sonic game? No, no. Maybe like your second or third, cool. Like yeah, but the messed up thing, it really isn't another. Well, of course there isn't like a Sonic Heroes 2, but other than like Shadow the Hedgehog, this like gameplay style a little, this like I don't even know what to call it, gameplay style I guess you could say. This is kind of like ditched after Shadow the Hedgehog, and even in Shadow the Hedgehog, the team mechanic is stripped away, in place of like weapons and stuff. Which I guess you could say this is still supposed to be like just an evolution of like SA1, SA2 style, but one thing about Heroes, it does fit. It does have its own like identity, I guess, gameplay wise. Like it feels similar enough to the adventure games, but it has its own things going on to where it can stand on its own as well. But yeah. Oh, but what I was saying about Team Rose, so they're actually like the opposite problem of like Team Dark. Even though I appreciate that they get shorter stages, and it's not the fact that they get shorter stages, because I like that. It's just the fact that their stages seem to cut out like the meat, the meat and potatoes, like the good parts of the level. To be honest, like it's some Team Rose stages where I'm like, they end too early. Not based on the time, but based on what goes on in the stage. Like I honestly truly think that I be thinking that like 90% of the development time of this game was like really just Team Sonic, and they added the rest of the characters like a couple months before the game release. But I'm not really sure. That's what it feels like, cause I don't know. Team Sonic just gets they get the full complete game, but without like all the unnecessary extra stuff that like Team Dark has. I would also like to add the fact that, well, not the fact, but Well, it could be a fact. Nah, it's not a fact though. But the stage music in this stage is like amazing. Like this is one of my favorite tracks in the game, to be honest. Like I love this track. I actually think I like this stage more than Hang Castle too. Just being honest. Um, I don't know. I think I just like Halloween inspired or like Halloween theme levels. Cause Pumpkin Hill is probably my favorite stage in SA2 when it comes to like Knuckles. But to be honest, I think well even though Knuckles isn't even though my favorite character in SA2 is like Sonic, my second favorite character is Knuckles. But I would say my favorite stage in that whole game probably is Pumpkin Hill, to be honest. I just like I just like the majority of Sonic stages better. But Pumpkin Hill is like my favorite stage in that whole game. Period. And yes, here we come with this enemy who is very similar to like the robot we saw in Frog Forest, but this time they have like this helmet, which oh my god, losing the key, but it's okay. We end up getting the Chaos Emeralds mainly with Team Rose, so yeah, I ain't even gonna trip about that. And look like we have to figure out some type of puzzle. But yeah, don't y'all like this music track? Like it's jazzy, real jazzy, and I don't even know what to call it. And then we have these little mine cart. Now this reminds me of like this little section reminds me of the pyramid like rail grinding stage from SA2. Very similar, at least like the rails. They need to make another I swear, y'all need to go back to making like Genesis style levels because I want to see more Halloween, like Halloween levels. To be honest, it's like y'all did them in SA2, y'all did them for this game, and then y'all just stopped. And oh my god, what happened? Uh, oh my god, yes, yes, please come back. And I've never had that happen before until this playthrough. I say in terms of like glitches and stuff, they're probably not, at least in terms of like just playing normally and just like running into glitches. It's not as much of that for real in this game as there is in like SA1 probably or SA2. Like I said, the game seems to be very like solidly well made. It's just like the control needed to be tweaked on before release, but it just never was. Or I don't know. I'm pretty. We gonna see in the credits though, cause I recently just finished Sonic Generations, and my god, they had so many playtesters for that game. I'm curious to see how many playtesters there were for this game. And here is a section that's actually pretty cool looking in terms of like visuals. Um, yeah, the video and post processing does not do it any justice though. Like I said, if you can, please play this like on a CRT or like a I mean a modern TV is okay too, or a monitor. That's okay too, but this game looks really good on a CRT. Even like this effect right here, and oh my god, the homing attack works when it wants to. But anyway, this looks cool. It's like this like liquefied like effect. I don't even know what to call it. It's like real trippy. Oh my god. But yeah. Yeah, see stuff like that, like how the homing attack just like didn't work right there. I don't know what, like I don't know if was it because was that something that I didn't do, or did the game not register something properly? Because it feels like it feels like I was literally in the position to like home and attack that character though, for that enemy, but for whatever reason he didn't. And this section is actually different for this section is different for each team too. Like Team Dark, instead of doing like these little platforming challenges, they end up just like fighting some enemies. Which tongue twisted. And for this enemy, I just team blast, cause I may end up falling off if I like try to punch that thing with knuckles, and then he's shifting all over the place, and then the home attack and stuff ain't gonna do nothing to that enemy. Yeah, and that is. Oh my! The lighting right there was actually kind of weird for a second, but yeah, that was Pain Castle. And oh, I'm so sorry for that transition like that. But yeah, my computer died when I was recording it. So yeah, I don't know what rank I got. And this is I forgot what they just called it. It's not Robot Carnival, because that was the Casino Park stage. Robot something. The other boss rush. Well, enemy rush, whatever. Which, oh my god, this goes on. I swear, for Team Dark, this is like 10 minutes worth of stuff. But we're not playing Team Dark. I'm actually very thankful for like live streaming, because yeah, look at all them gold turtles. So this is pretty much Hang Castle reused for a little boss rush. Okay, like I said, even though this is like like obviously like a budget, like I'm pretty sure that this was a more cost effective. This was a more cost effective thing for them to develop than like new bosses for every like act. But regardless, I feel like this is still better than like the boss fights that like Adventure 1 and 2 be trying to have you do. At least most of them. Now the character battles for sure. The character battles in Adventure 1 and 2, not very good. Not very good. And they're not much better in this game either, but like I said. Oh, and the chaos boss fights. Oh my god. They're not very good neither. Except Chaos 6. Chaos 6 is actually the one like decent one. But this is not a playthrough about Sonic Adventure. Which I have not, which is crazy because we ain't even played Sonic Adventure yet. I'm waiting to get some equipment so I can record my Dreamcast, because I refuse to record DX for y'all, which is the version that I like grew up with for the most part. But I remember realizing that DX wasn't even like the Dreamcast version when I had it as a kid. So nah. I'm just gonna wait till I am able to record the Dreamcast version, cause Just because I'm just a purist like that. I don't know. But yeah. I would say this is boring though. In terms of like just like this could be shade. Like this could be ending right now. You see, that's what I'm saying. That's like the problem with Heroes. It's like it'd be cool for like the first couple minutes, but it be overstaying its welcome for real. Like why can't this just be over by now? But it's messed up because I mean it's fun. Like the characters are fun to play around with. The characters are fun to like play around with. It's just I just hate everything goes on for so long. And I just I'm a I'm gonna try to hold that in and like not keep bringing that up for the next part because the next part is our longest part, and which is of course expected because it's like the last stage. But yeah. But anyways, that was part 6 of our Sonic Heroes playthrough. So yeah. So y'all leave likes, comments, subscribe if you want to. This is your boy Red signing out. Ciao.